Cryptic vicious spell, sadistic in its hell, simplistic mission, can't you tell? Take all the negativity in life, get in position to stride it with all your might, just wind up sending back to hell. Yeah.
What's good, YouTube? It's me, the Dark Gengar here, and welcome to my first ever Wi-Fi battle on the channel. As you can see, I'm fighting John Bro or MysticUmbreon94 here for my first Wi-Fi battle. Also, if you like the layout, leave a like. It was made by my good friend Chespin Jr. 98, the same person who made the intro, and this Wi-Fi battle was recorded to me by Shazam, so I want to thank him. Go check him out. He's also part of the tag lock that I've been joined in. So without further ado, let's introduce our teams real quick. I brought my Bulk Up Resto Chestos Crafty, my Scarf Nidoking, my Kingstruck Cincino, my Light Ball Pikachu, my Normal Gym Explosion Assault, and my Mega Beedrill. As Mystic, he brought himself a Life Orb Marowak, I believe it was Leftovers, Empoleon, Eviolite, Monferno, Leftovers or Life Orb Shaman. That's definitely a Leftovers Umbreon, so it's probably Life Orb Shaman, and Mega Alakazam. And also, I'm sorry about this, I'm recording this in Windows Media Player because it didn't go through Camtasia. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the battle. So, as you can see here, John is issuing a challenge. He leads off with his Marowak, I lead off with my Hoodlum. And I'm thinking, you know, first turn I can probably take whatever he wants to throw at me, so I'm going for a Bulk Up. He outspeeds me, goes for Boomerang. First one does a considerable amount. It does like around 52. And same did the other one, or that did 48, and that was really scary, so I go for Bulk Up. Because I go for Bulk Up anyways. That was my initial plan, but now I know I can tank another one based on that it barely brought me to the yellow. So he brings me down to red. I go for Drain Punch, which was a huge misplay here. I could have gone for Rest and got up so much more. But I go for Drain Punch, trying to get some chip damage off. And yeah, I get a good amount. It's a good amount of damage. And now I switch out into my Azelf to take the Boomerang, since I have Levitate and Boomerang is a ground type move, which for both of us was a really smart play, as I get a free switch in. And I go for Knockoff. Now here's the lucky part. I think it mattered, but I got a crit, and that's the beginning of hacks right here. And so his Marowak goes down. I get the I saw it was Life Orb. He switches into his Houdini, which I'm like, shit, this thing is a problem. He Mega Evolves, so now he's that powerful 5-spoon Mega Alakazam. And he traces my Levitate, not that it benefits him in any shape, way, or form, except for that it makes sense, because he's also floating. He goes for Shadow Ball, which is an instant OHKO on my Courage the Asshole. Unfortunately, he couldn't take it, and if not, I would most likely just KO'd him. He switches out his Alakazam, debating that he's slower than my Mega Beedrill, and I Mega Evolve, you know, just to get that powerful boost and shit. And I go for Protect. You know, I want that speed originally, and I go for U-turn because I have no reason to stand on a fire type, which is, if I recall now, I switch out into my Nidoking. Pretty sure, yeah, I switch into my Scarf Nidoking to use to use the Scarf Earth Power, as he goes for Sword Stance, which is really intimidating me. But he goes for Sword Stance, and then he switches out, because he reckons I am Scarf, or I'm at least faster than him. He switches out into Umbreon, which I'm like, yeah, it's not gonna do a lot. Hopefully it can do some decent amount, and you see it does without, like, I don't know, 20%, 25%. But that's like, nope, I'm out, nope, I cannot take something from that, so I switch into my Scrafty again, which is a really good play on my end, since Umbreon can't really do anything to Scrafty, since Dark is quad resisted, because of both the Dark and the Fighting typing, and that payback did like 4 damage. Like legit, it did 4 damage. This is the perfect opportunity for me to either set up a Bulk Up or go for Rest, and I believe I went for Bulk Up for some reason. I don't know what I was predicting, but I go for Bulk Up, and I say Shaman. I'm thinking, yeah, he's probably gonna go for Seed Flare or something, because, like, you know, that's normally what they do. He goes for Dazzling Gleam. I'm like, shit. That's doomed Scrafty, as we all know, because Pokemon can take quad effective weaknesses. Like, I couldn't have taken Draining Kiss from this thing. So I send in my Hardy Tech Yo-Yo, my Mega Beedrill again. Also, that's kind of a joke I have. I name my Weedle family Hardy Tech, and then I name my Weedle, or not Weedle, but I go for Exorcism on the Monferno, but what happens is I name my Caterpie Evolution Shino, and then I name my Beedrills Hardy. And anyways, he switched into his Polygon on the incoming Poison Jab, which was a really good play on his end, since he got a free switch into the Napoleon. I U-turn out from my Beedrill, and I send in my Pikachu, I'm pretty sure I went into my Pikachu, because I have a Volt Tackle, it's my physical Pikachu, and he goes for Scald. And I guess you can call it, we're even now from the knockoff on the Marowak, because it's a crit, and I'm pretty sure actually based upon Empoleon speed that actually mattered. And so Empoleon gets his nice and lovely HP back up with his leftovers. So I switch into my Nidoking again, and seeing as he's a Steel type, I'm pretty sure I went for Earth Power still, just to get that damage off because it's super effective and all the good stuff. Switches that Umbreon, like, please do a little bit of damage at least, and it does a good amount. I'm actually very happy about the outcome of that attack. And I'm like, yeah, this is where it's time to switch into my Cinccino. I absolutely love Cinccino. It's I have a great time with it. All the flinches in the world. And he goes for Moonlight. It's not the common one, Wish Protect, but he has Moonlight, Toxic Payback, and Protect I think it is. I go for Knockout because I don't want him healing back up with leftovers. I don't like Umbreon, so I want him to take as little, I want him to take as much damage as possible, and as little recovery as possible. So now his only way of recovery is using an entire turn to recover 50% with Moonlight. I start going for Tail Slaps. First one is a crit, and I'm skilling, so I hit 5 times. And here's the lucky part. After the 5th hit right here, I was so happy. Umbreon flinched and couldn't move. Oh god, I was happy. And he was debating to stay in or switch out, and he decided that Umbreon was now a sack or fodder for his team. He didn't need it anymore. And I take Umbreon down. I'm like, ugh. The immortal cat, dog, fox thing is finally down. And my Cinccino gets whittled down by the Toxic, and he sends Mystic Sense in Houdini, which is like, he gets my skill link, it's not going to help him in any way, shape, or form. Like, I have to lose my Cinccino here, there's no way I'm going to live, and I had nothing to switch into anyways. So, down goes my Cinccino, which is very unfortunate, but so comes in my Nidoking. I'm thinking, maybe Scarf is faster, and he believes that too, so he switches out, and I'm pretty sure I went for Sludge Wave on the incoming Shaman because I wanted as much damage as possible, and indeed I did. And so that Shaman did not enjoy that Sludge Wave as it took him out in an Oko, which I'm very happy about. And now that he knows I'm Scarf, he's sending his Empoleon for free switch in, where he can get up his some free damage because he knows I have to switch, and he goes for Scald. Luckily for me, this does not burn my Hardy. If it did, I would have been done Sakadurode in no time at all. There's not a whole lot I can actually do to Empoleon, so I U-turn out back into my Nidoking. I'm pretty sure I did. As we're closing in on the battle almost, I switch into my Nidoking, and Empoleon had no reason to not going for another Scald, because the Scald would have killed my Beedrill, or I would have done massive damage to Nidoking, as you can see right there. So Empoleon recovers a little bit of leftovers and decides to stay in as I go for the Earth Power. He just wanted to see if he could live and hit me with a Scald and KO my Nidoking, which would have been very helpful for him. And so he sends in his Monferno, and I remember at this point he was praying that a Mach Punch was enough to KO my Nidoking, but it wasn't. And so my Nidoking, or it was, and so my Nidoking goes down, and I send in my Hardy. he goes in for another Mach Punch just to get the last chip damage before he dies. I go for Poison Jab, seeing as I had no reason not to. But Monferno goes down to Poison Jab from my Mega Beedrill, and we're sitting now left with a Mega Battle. Houdini versus a Mega Beedrill, where it came down to 5 base points in speed, because Alakazam is base 150 speed, and Beedrill has base 145, so it was all down if Mystic was modest or timid, because I am jolly. And proves out he's timid. So that's the result of the battle. It came down to a 1-0, in a narrow 1-0 in Mystic's favor. And I'm just gonna get it over here so you guys can see the team. That was my battle against Mystic. Thank you for a great match, Mystic. And if you haven't already, check out Mystic's channel in the description down below. And if you enjoyed any point in this battle, or you want to have a battle with me, hit me up on Twitter. My Twitter link will also be in the description below. And if you haven't already, click that subscribe button and the like button, because it will mean so much to me. And check out Team Eclipse. We launch on March 1st. And with that, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!